Ladies and gentlemen across the galaxy, we got a new character kit reveal to break down today, and I guess we called it. We were talking beginning of the month, what does the login award of Chewbacca mean? And then the other day, we got the actor who plays C-3PO put out a tweet saying they worked with Capital Games recently. We're like, is there a new C-3PO coming? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a hybrid of the two, and it looks like we have a nice new addition to the Rebel faction. Threepio and Chewie, that is what they're going to be called, is coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, we got a little brief snippet when we saw them in the Return of the Jedi Luke event the other day. I guess it's Empire Strikes Back, Unlocking Jedi Luke, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to get into specifics here in regards to that, the timing of Jedi Luke, but I thought it was really cool seeing C-3PO and Chewie work together. I think it's really hilarious, and they're actually making it a character playable in Galaxy Heroes. It looks like it's going to be a marquee character as well, so we'll be doing testing when this character comes out. I think this character is going to add a nice bolster of viability to the Rebels, and the unique ability looks oh so good. We need some more Empire characters, Gary. Come on! The Rebels are getting so much love lately. I mean, I granted Jedi Luke didn't have the Rebel tag, but let's go and dive bomb into it. The sad fact is, I like the look of this character. It doesn't look like it's going to have a lot of Rebel synergy with Luke because Luke does not have the Rebel synergy. So most likely you won't be using Threepio and Chewie with Jedi Luke because they don't have the Rebel tag, but there's going to be some other Rebel opportunities that we could talk about today, and I'm sure we're going to discover in the future. So Threepio and Chewie is going to be an attacker. It has a droid and a Wookiee tag. So you can put Chewie and Threepio in a droid team. And technically, there's going to be some sort of droid synergy. Technically, BB-8's unique ability, the synergy with the boosted turn meter of droids, Threepio and Chewie is going to be juicing it. I think this is really hilarious. I think it's actually extremely cute. I love the funny ideas that we're coming up with right now. Provides a fusion of damage and support abilities because we're combining the two, and you will see it. We still have very much so like the legendary Chewbacca assist. It looks like we're going to have that with this kit as well as other health bonuses that C-3PO would normally grant. So deals damage up to 5 additional times in one attack. With Chewie's Rage, we kind of saw that in the Jedi Luke event. It's almost reminiscent of how Rebel Officer Leia Organa's ability works, and distracts enemies of blind. This is a pretty big ability too. The unique looks solid, but that looks great too, and cripples them with reduced tenacity. And synergy suggestions, sad face, no Jedi Luke synergy. But to be fair, this is the Empire Strikes Back Chewbacca right here. And we have Empire Strikes Back Luke, aka Commander Luke Skywalker. So I guess it's staying thematic in that regards. And there's a lot of potential with a lot of other Rebels. Maybe the Lando that we kind of had been forced to gear up. Maybe Threepio and Chewie will bring some viability to those characters that we were kind of reluctant to gear up. Rebel Officer Leia Organa and Lando, and maybe Captain Han Solo. So here we go. Rebel attacker duo that can distract their enemies of blind and deal significant damage to all enemies in multiple encounter battles. So basic, frantic shot. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict invasion down for 2 turns. Nothing too special. Maybe there's going to be good damage in this, and keep in mind, Chewie's going to be able to assist. Threepio and Chewie. It's going to be hard saying it all together, but they'll be able to assist. So we'll be getting a lot of evasion down from the Chewbacca assist. But here we go. Shining distraction. Cooldown of 2. Now, I did notice, I'm assuming it's going to be the same voiceover lines, but when we did the Jedi Luke event, we heard some new, unique lines that I'm assuming the actor of C-3PO recorded for Capital Games, and that's why he put out that tweet saying it was fun collabing with them on this. So I'm assuming we're going to hear it's kind of the same things. I love the lines that they had. Dispel all debuffs on Threepio and Chewie. Then, this is really good. Rebel allies recover 15% protection and gain advantage for 2 turns. We have now protection regen on this team, which is great. I mean, Chewie, the legendary Chewie, already had some protection regen going on with this kit. It's really a hybrid of the two. I don't want to keep beating the dead horse, but it really is a hybrid of the 2 characters. Then dispel all buffs from all enemies and blind them for 2 turns, and this ability can't be evaded. Well, Chewie, legendary Chewie, had an 8. I'm just going to stop making the references. You guys see it. There is definitely a blend of the 2, so it kind of seems like you're getting a half a legendary character with this marquee event. Again, we're going to have to test out before we can make final assumptions like that. And the blind's fantastic. That blind was incredibly helpful for the Jedi Luke event because you got to make sure all those nasty AoEs stop happening. And blind is kind of an important debuff up against Galactic Legends Kylo. More specifically, I don't know, maybe Rebels are already kind of a soft counter to Kylo Ren. Maybe this character will bring it up to the next level. And here we go. We have 1 Zeta on this character. Chewie's Rage, cooldown of 3. Don't know what the Zeta is going to be adding, but regardless, let's read it in its totality. Deal physical damage to all enemies, and then deal damage an additional time up to 5 times for each enemy that has been defeated during the battle. Now, this might be leading us up to that Galactic Challenges. Galactic Challenges sounds like a lot of PvE waves coming at you, so this is probably going to be great in that regards, because you're going to be doing more damage over time. Then Threepio and Chewie gain 10% offense, which is stacking until the end of the battle, whenever this ability defeats an enemy. So I don't know what the Zeta is going to be adding there. It could be either the 10% offense gains or the increased amount of times that Chewie and Threepio are going to be able to put out there. So this ability looks pretty solid. I was wishing there would be an ability block or something to go along with it. Regardless, this unique ability definitely is solid. This now, we've been talking about how there's a blend of Threepio and Chewie in here. There's a little bit of R2-D2 going on in here. If the ally leader is a rebel, I'm surprised there's no Zeta here. I'm not sure if it's a misprint. I would think there'd be a Zeta here. Threepio and Chewie gain 40% of the leader's max health, max protection, max offense, defense, potency, and tenacity at the start of the first encounter. And furthermore, rebel allies gain half that amount. Rebel allies have plus 15% critical avoidance. That very much sounds like R2-D2's number crunch. And you needed a Zeta to feed all those boosted stats to the rest of the team. Chewie looks like an Omega at the most is going to be granting that to the whole entire Rebel team. And Rebels are a very hard-hitting team. They're a fast team, and they already had some protection regeneration before. I really want to see how this will bolster it even more. Let's further read this here. Whenever another Rebel ally uses an ability, here comes the Chewbacca part. Threepio and Chewie are called to assist, applying that evasion down on the basic and probably good damage, dealing 30% less damage, limited to 1 per turn. And if they were defeated, this is cool. Threepio and Chewie are revived with 50% health and protection whenever another Rebel ally is revived. That is pretty interesting. Now, I don't want to get too carried away here in a moment. Let's hold our thoughts for one more moment. Then while enemies are blinded, they have minus 50% tenacity and can't attack out of turn. That is good as well. There's a lot of cool stuff going on here. Galactic Legends counter potential. Maybe this is something that CLS needed to get to the next level. What the ideal team is, that is what we're going to be testing out here soon. But I really love the look of this kit. It's really much so a Chewie 3PO hybrid. It has a lot of the stuff that they both normally share individually. And furthermore, we also got a little bit of R2-D2 stuff to try to help bolster the stats of the team, because the developers, they've been kind of avoiding reworks for quite a bit of time now. But the good thing is, when you add one character that bolsters the stats. Remember Shock T when she came in before the clones got reworked? They had so much massive boost to their protection, to their speed, and all this other stuff that they were great even before their rework kicked in finally. Chewie, Rebels already are still a good team. I would argue a top 10 team in Galaxy of Heroes already if you have the right team. Chewie is just bringing some more life to it seems like. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out in action. Now, there are a couple things there, especially this right here. 3PO and Chewie are revived with 50% health and protection whenever another Rebel ally is revived. Now, I'm not sure how applicable that's going to be to our Grand Arenas, our PvPs and stuff like that, but maybe it will be important, because let's hop over to the game real quick. Gary, bring us over here, because there are a couple of Rebels that seem like an obvious choice here. Firstly, obviously, we're all forced to gear, or soon to gear, depending on what your position is, to gear up things like Captain Han Solo. Well, Captain Han Solo has a revive attached to him. As you can tell, I really love the fact that I geared him up. I don't even have mods in him, but maybe if you have 3PO and Chewie, this will make more use of Captain Han Solo for sure in PvE content. We don't know what Galactic Challenges is looking like, but that revive could be incredibly important with 3PO and Chewie and Captain Han Solo. Furthermore, we got characters like Cara Dune here. I haven't really been too impressed with Cara Dune except for PvE stuff up against Empire. We made a video about it a while ago. Works great in the military might challenge, but she as well has a revive capability here. Of course, you need the Zeta for that, but if Cara Dune has potency up when she's defeated, she's revived with 50% of her max health and gains potency up for 1 turn. Maybe that'll somehow have some sort of synergy with 3PO and Chewie. There's a lot of great opportunities. Of course, Commander Luke seems to be the most logical lead to use with 3PO and Chewie, but heck, maybe there will be some other great opportunities. Old Ben could be an annoying leader, and Old Ben already has a lot of juicy protection stats and health stats. Well, Chewie's just going to borrow some of that and feed it to the rest of the team out there. There's a lot of really cool stuff that this is going to be bolstering the Rebel faction. I mean, I'm just looking here. There's definitely a lot of stuff. You could definitely combine Chewie's AoE that hits multiple times with Rebel Officer Organa's AoE. So a lot of cool stuff. Lando, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to really play an important role, but I definitely see a lot of these other characters having some sort of use. The question is, who do we replace? Do we do CLS? normal Chewbacca, Han Solo, and then you do, I don't know, C-3PO, Old Ben, and then 3PO and Chewie. There's a lot of interesting combos that I think we're going to be able to put together. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up our kit reveal here. I don't see a date as of now in regards to when this will be going live, but whenever it does, we'll be sure to test it out day one, see what it's all about, see what opportunities we have. But I guess the other good news to put on top of this is that besides it's a marquee event, which is much preferred compared to galactic chases and whatnot, we're still celebrating Empire Strikes Back. A little bit, you know, we're a little bit behind the ball, or maybe ahead of the ball at this point. We're way past it, the 40th anniversary, but it's good to know what beat we're still in, because the road ahead did not tell us. Are we going into Clone Wars? Are we going into a different direction? We kind of have a confirmation that we're still going to be sticking to Empire Strikes Back, at least for the time being. Who knows if this is the last thing we're going to get or more to come. I'm hoping they add at least another Imperial. Come on! The Empire's been dominating lately, as we've been saying in a lot of the videos and Grand Arena streams out there. So I'm hoping they don't neglect the Empire. And just like they added a Rebel ship first, before the TIE Bomber, we get Chewie and 3PO, and then soon another Imperial character to add to our ranks. So that's going to wrap it up today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. If you got any fun ideas, be sure to bring them when we do our live stream testing. And as always, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my Imperial heart for coming out today. Like if you did enjoy the video, comment down below on all those beautiful thoughts of yours. And Gary, what do we say? Be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys. Peace out, everyone. Gary, roll out that outro.